What I have here is a 1965 PowerCat, a 14T. These were made in Edmonton. Or actually, I'm not sure about that. That might have been that they were made in Victoria, Texas, and then sold through a dealership in Edmonton. Of course, you never know. They might have done some assembly in Edmonton. Anyhow, most of the shiny stuff is in good shape. Interesting stuff. We've got a little damage here from snow piling on it. Here and here. A little bit on the other side there. See if I can get a close-up of that there. It's not so bad there. Okay, most of the stuff I've taken off of it. There's a footrest right here. And of course, the windshield I took off. Steering, all that stuff is out of it right at the moment. Inside, it's in pretty good shape. Holds water. And you can see it's got 1, 2, 3 drain plugs. The decal. And as you can see, I've cut out the transom, cleaned out the wood. The other side. I'll take a look over here. Now, all in all, it's actually the hull is in pretty good shape. The top isn't so good. The way this was done, there is a wooden transom filled in the area, right all the way up to here. There was a stiffener board inserted here, and then they glassed over it at the time that they stuffed it into the hull. There's a piece of the structural fiberglass that came off, and you can see it had been hogged out here. The reason I believe is the transom wood that they chose for this was too thick. And so they realized once they had to marry this top on there, the tub stuck out. So they had to actually work on it to make it fit. So it looks like what I have to do basically is cut this out here to match the outside where I've cut it. Make a plate, a fiberglass plate to run across the back. Probably in 2 sections or maybe 3. And then epoxy that in place to build a wall in here that would wrap around this, and then fiberglass it on the inside. Get a nice clean job in there if I can, and I'll have to do a lot of sanding in there to get that to work right. Once I have the plate in, and everything looks like it's good and solid and watertight, I will go ahead and finish off the back. Well, it looks like my fiberglass sheet turned out pretty well. Pretty much a uniform thickness, 2 feet wide, about 52 inches long. This is the only piece of melamine I had to put it on, so that worked out okay. I should be able to get this blocked off. I got 2 ways I could probably do it. I could either do it in 2 pieces, or I could do it in 3 pieces. Anyway, that's an update for now. Too much trouble, and I thought, oh, okay. So I get a couple of wood chisels out and a mallet. and worked away at it, and took a couple hours or so, but I got it off. I'm actually kind of surprised that it did come off, considering how much fiberglass had been laid in. Okay. Well, there it is. The cover's off of it. I didn't really want to take the top off, but it will make it a lot easier to work on this down here. I can clean off all of this stuff. I can get the water out of the front here. And I wanted to get at this and find out what was happening here. Somebody patched this up. I don't know if it's actually sealed good or what. Anyway, the real trick was trying to find a safe place to store the deck to keep it out of the snow. So I kind of stuck it underneath a big overhang that I've got over here. And another reason why I wanted to get this off was because of the snow damage that had happened a while back, where it had cracked out the top here and a little bit over there. There's a brace that runs around it. It's only 1/2 inch plywood, but it broke loose fairly easily, I suppose. But it went off not too bad at all. And that's it for today. Now it's I've managed to make a sheet of fiberglass, cut it to fit the shape of the deck tub at the back. As you can see, it's not a tight fit as far as fitting it into the existing boat fiberglass, but that's going to be filled in. With that, I'm trying to make up my mind if I want to just lay a sheet of fiberglass over top of it and fill it with resin afterwards, after it hardens up, or go over it with a filler and fill in where I can. But right over here, there's a little bit of a void which I want to try to fill in. You can still see the holes for the drain. And I drilled holes through the transom to ultimately to support this brace board. But I had to put them in so I could actually make a sort of a clamp to tighten up this board here with the epoxy. Just going to see. I managed to get it pretty tight. It looks like it's got a pretty good seal there. No voids in that anyway. I just got to get all the little voids in behind this other stuff. The back side of the transom, you can see it's been epoxied. It could probably use another coat, but the one might be enough. I'm a little bit shy for height on the transom. It could come up about another 1/4 inch. But that gives me lots of room to lay in fiberglass over top of it. So that's probably good to leave it that way. So that's the progress so far. There's the deck up there. This is the part that I was concerned about. This is why I went and put the fiberglass sheet in so that it could surround this, and then I could come in afterwards and fill it with a peanut butter type of fiberglass or epoxy. And that's it so far. Everything's sanded with 400 grit right now. And then I decided to go ahead and try a bit of coarse buffing with the buffer. See what would come up, see if it would do anything on the 400 grit, but no, it's not good enough on that. There you can see right at the back part there where I did the buffing. So it's time to do the 600 grit. Transom is looking really good.
May be eligible for as much as $5,000 per semester. The funding will be distributed to successful applicants upon proof of course completion at the end of the semester. More than 40,000 school support staff in BC have ratified new contracts. Employees including education assistants, Indigenous support workers, and custodians working in kindergarten through grade 12 are now covered by 69 local agreements. The deals were ratified under the provincial shared recovery mandate.